Today is Thursday, January 22nd. This is a 1968 Cadillac DeVille tilt and telescopic steering column. This is a level 5 restoration. This is video number 3 out of a 3-video set showing the fully assembled, fully restored embodiment. This is for my friend Bobby in Austin at Auto Tech in Houston, Texas. So the unit came in, it was in very sorry shape, so we've done a complete restoration all the way down to the final screw, complete disassembly as depicted in video number 1 and in video number 2. And so now I'm going to be doing a functional validation test showing the kinematic motions of the unit, both the infinite movement of the telescopic neck up here in front, which travels 3.5 inches, as well as the 5 degrees of freedom for the tilting function. And then we'll be doing the electricals, showing the turn signal switch, which is a very specific surgical restoration of these units because the tilt and telescopic steering columns have a unique and very specific 1967 and 1968 turn signal wiring harness. So we'll be testing the turn signals, both front and rear, left and right, as well as the emergency hazard lights and the illuminating marker lights that are in the bottom of the front fender of the vehicle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the mechanical motion. So quarter turn loosens the telescopic neck. We have very nice free-flowing movement. Quarter turn tightens it down, and we can see that it's now fixably retained in place. Okay, we have 5 degrees of movement, or 5 tilt facilitations in the tilting area. I'm going to go ahead and bring the unit all the way down. So that's full down, partial down, neutral, partial up, and full up. Okay, 5 degrees of freedom. If you're an engineer, you understand what that means. 5 different tilt facilitations for the layman. Okay, so we've tested the infinite telescopic movement, which is 3.5 inches of travel. We've tested the 5 degrees of freedom for the tilt. Now we're going to go ahead and do the electrical test. So I've connected a light bulb here to the wiring harness. This is the 9-pin arc connector, which is the primary connection, and then the 3-pin arc connector for the bottom cornering lamps. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lever as if we're making a right-hand turn, and we'll be looking for the light bulbs to come on, and I'm going to touch right-hand front, and the light bulb comes on. Right-hand rear, and the light bulb comes on. Right hand front, right hand rear. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the axis, and we'll be looking for the lever to kick back to neutral when it does, and we'll go into left hand mode. The column's upside down, so that tilt movement is for left hand. Now we'll touch the left hand front. And the light bulb comes on. Left hand rear. The light bulb comes on. Left hand front, left hand rear, left hand front, left hand rear. And if I touch the right hand facilitation wires, nothing happens because we're in left hand mode. So this is right hand front, nothing happens because we're in left hand mode. And this is right hand rear, nothing happens because we're in left hand mode. So again, left hand front and left hand rear. Okay, so now we're going to be testing the cornering lamps at the bottom of the front fender. And again, we have a left and right hand mode, so I'll go ahead and connect to the power feed here. Whoops, excuse me. Let me reconnect my wire, which is loose. Okay, so left-hand cornering lamp comes on as it should. Nothing happens in right-hand mode because we're in left-hand facilitated mode. Okay, nothing in right, and illumination in left. I'll go ahead and rotate for the signal lever to go back to neutral, and it does. And we'll go down to the other position for right hand. And the light bulb comes on for right hand cornering lamp, and nothing happens in left hand mode because we're in right hand mode. Okay, so we've tested the left and right, front and rear turn signals. We've tested the left and right cornering lamps. And now the last thing we have is the emergency hazard switch, which is this button here on the side. So I'll go ahead and push in the emergency hazard, and I'll go ahead and connect to the power feed. And in the emergency hazard mode, all 5 wires should illuminate, meaning front and back, left and right turn signals, and the brake. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that's the brake, the right front, the left front, the right rear, and the left rear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 lights come on when we're in the hazard mode. So now I'll go ahead and turn the shaft. We'll be looking for the knob to pop out, and it does so, consistent with the original design engineering, whereby once you complete the turn, the lever kicks back to neutral as it should, and so does the emergency hazard light. Okay, so the last thing that I want to test is the horn. The horn is facilitated here on the end. And in the very front of the column, we have these 3 copper contacts, 1, 2, and 3. And when I touch the copper contacts, you can see the light bulb coming on right here. Okay, so the light bulb down here where my finger is showing is coming on, consistent with the contact locations for the cancellation cam, which receives a very large conical spring for the underneath the bowl cover of the telescopic steering wheel. Okay, so this is the 1967-68 Cadillac DeVILLE tilt and telescopic steering column. This is a 1968 variant. 67 and 68 are virtually identical, although there's some slight differences. This will be shipping out to my friend Austin and Bobby as soon as I get their okay to ship. Apply confirmation. This is El Dorado, Georgia in Florida. I have over 375,000 original vintage parts from 1959 through 1976, all the way through 78 for the El Dorados. I'm best known for my restoration of the Cadillac steering wheels, the tilt and telescopic steering columns, the power seat mechanisms, the instrument clusters, and other critical hard-to-source original vintage Cadillac items, including the full restoration of these beautiful tilt and telescopic steering columns. Okay, today is Thursday, January 22nd. This is El Dorado, Georgia in Florida. Thank you very kindly.